Now, magandang araw sa mga tagapakinig ng programang Katilingban o Kinaiyahan. Ako po ang inyong lingkod na si Marie Penelope E. Fang ng Mines and Geosciences Bureau Regional Office No. 13. Malugod na pagbati kay MGB 13 OIC Regional Director, Engineer Larry M. Herades at sa mga Division Chiefs at empleyado ng MGB 13 na patuloy sa paghahatid ng serbisyo publiko. Pagbati rin po sa lahat ng mga mamamayan na kabilang sa industriya ng pagmimina sa Caraga Region. Hangad namin ang mga pagpapala ng araw na ito para sa inyong lahat. Nawa ay patuloy kayong makibahagi sa kaunlaran ng industriya at ng sambayanang Pilipino. At syempre pa ay binabati rin namin ang mga residente sa mga mining communities. Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Pagbati rin po sa lahat ng mga partner agencies, local government units, civil society organizations at sectors na katuwang namin upang maipaibayo ang responsabling pagmimina at pagtatag ng mga ligtas at maunlad na komunidad. Ngayong araw na ito ay magbabahagi po ako ng mga kaganapan na linahukan ng aming tanggapan. Ngayon po ay kasalukuyang nagaganap ang 24th Caraga Business Conference na may temang Business Beyond COVID-19, The Path to the Next New Normal sa pamamagitan ng Zoom at livestream platforms. Ito po ay inorganisa ng Surigao Chamber of Commerce and Industry Incorporated sa pakikipagtulungan sa Provincial Government of Surigao del Norte at City Government of Surigao. Nagsimula po ito noong Martes, 17 ng Agosto, at magtatapos ngayong araw na ito, 19 ng Agosto. The theme of the conference is Business Beyond COVID-19, The Path to the Next New Normal. It aims to compel not just on a health crisis of immense proportion, but also on an imminent restructuring of the global economic order and the need to determine the scale and complexity of action required at the state and business levels. Noong unang araw po ay naganap ang ribbon-cutting ceremony ng Agri-Trade Fair and Exhibit sa pakikipagtulungan sa City Agriculture and Provincial Agriculture. Naganap din po ang tinatawag na virtual business matching. Nagsimula po ang programa sa pamamagitan ng isang opening remarks na ibinigay ni Mr. Willie A. Gan, ang President ng Surigao Chamber of Commerce and Industry Incorporated. Noong araw na iyon ay nagbigay ng mga mensahe sina Surigao del Norte Provincial Governor Francisco T. Matugas, Surigao City Mayor Ernesto U. Matugas Jr., at Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry Eastern Mindanao Regional Governor Julie P. Senense. Noong hapon naman ng araw na iyon, ay patuloy po ang virtual business matching at naganap po ang Chamber Management Forum. Nagkaroon din po ng audiovisual presentations on Chamber Best Practices. Bago po nagtapos ang unang araw ay nagbigay rin po ng isang presentation na pinamagatang LGU, Lead Role in Pandemic Response and Economic Recovery, si Department of Interior and Local Government, Caraga Regional Director Lilibet A. Famacion. At kahapon naman po ang ikalawang araw ay naganap ang 24th Caraga Business Conference. Kahapon ay nagbigay ng welcome addresses sina Surigao del Norte Provincial Governor Francisco T. Matugas, Surigao City Mayor Ernesto U. Matugas Jr., Surigao del Norte District 1 Representative Congressman Francisco Jose F. Matugas III, at Surigao del Norte District 2 Representative Congressman Robert Ace S. Barbers. Nagbigay po ng keynote address si Senator Christopher Lawrence Tigo na sinundan naman ng media briefing sa pangunguna ng Philippine Information Agency at kapisanan ng mga broadcaster ng Pilipinas, Surigao del Norte. Sa hapon po ng ikalawang araw ng kaganapan ay nagkaroon ng mga plenary sessions. Ang unang topic po ay pinamagatang Ease of Doing Business in New Normal na ibinigay ni ARTA Director General Attorney Jeremiah B. Belgica. Ang ikalawang topic naman po na pinamagatang MSMEs recognized as major economic drivers in the pandemic landscape na binigay po ng Provincial Director ng Department of Trade and Industry Surigao del Norte, Arnold Faelnar. Ang ikatlong topic naman po ay pinamagatang Impact and Prospect of COVID-19 on Business and Economy in Caraga Region na ibinigay po ni National Economic and Development Authority Caraga Regional Director Priscilla R. Sonido. Ang ikaapat na topic naman po ay pinamagatang Digital Virtual Transactions, New Normal Economic System in Pandemic Ecosystem na ibinigay po ng Undersecretary for Resilient Government Emergency Communication ng Department of Information and Communication Technology na si Yusek Alan A. Silor. Ang ikalimang topic naman po ay pinamagatang Tourism Industry Preparations from Reopening in New Normal Protocols na ibinigay ni Department of Tourism Caraga OIC Regional Director Nelia H. Arina. Samantalang, ang ika-6 na topic naman po ay may pamagat na Status and Prospects of Value Chain in Caraga na ibinigay ni Department of Agriculture, Caraga Regional Executive Director, Abel James I. Monteaguido. At ang ika-7 topic naman po ay ang Prospects in Mining Industry as Catalyst for Recovery na ibinigay ni Mines and Geosciences Bureau, Regional Office No. 13, OIC Regional Director, Larry M. Herades. Ang bawat plenary session po ay nagkaroon ng question and answer portion na kung saan ay sinagot at tinalakay ng mga resource speakers ang mga tanong sa kanila. Nagbigay din ng highlights ng topic ang mga moderator at sinundan ng pagbibigay ng plaque of appreciation sa resource speaker. Kagaya nga po ng nabanggit ko ay nagbigay ng presentation si MGB Caraga OIC Regional Director Larry M. Herades ng presentation na pinamagatang Prospects in Mining Industry as Catalyst for Recovery. Ngayon ay ibabahagi ko po sa inyo ang kabuuan ng kanyang presentation. Prospects in Mining Industry as Catalyst for Recovery. Caraga Region's title as the mining capital of the Philippines is attributed to its vast mineral reserves, tracts of potential mining lands, and numerous mining operations. At present, the region is home to 16 operating metallic mining projects, 1 industrial sand and gravel, 4 mineral processing plants, and 2 joint operating agreements. While the contributions of the minerals industry to the national socio-economic and environmental situations have been underestimated, the crucial role of mining in daily life is indisputable. The socio-economic and environmental contributions of the minerals industry are more significant than most people think. The role of this sector in everyday life is to provide essential materials that assist in keeping the other industries going. Without mining, many industries will be immobilized, particularly the manufacturing industry. Without mining, the promotion of environmental awareness through reforestation and rehabilitation programs that will yield more renewable sources would not be intensified. Economic contributions of Caraga Minerals Industry. Gross sales. Caraga production value from metallic and non-metallic mines for CY 2020, 59.74 billion pesos. Fees, charges, and royalties. Total MGB collections for CY 2020, 1.77 billion pesos. Total LGU collections for CY 2020, 106.67 million pesos. Total computed 1% for IP royalty share, 440.29 million pesos. Total computed 4% excise tax, 2.08 billion pesos. Employment. Total number of workers employed by Caraga Minerals Industry in CY 2020, 26,561. Social development contributions of Caraga Minerals Industry. Expended annual social development and management program budget for CY 2020, 617.29 million pesos. Approved annual social development and management program budget for CY 2021, 670.58 million pesos. Total number of scholars supported under SDMP for CY 2020, 5,338. The Bayanihan spirit lives on. COVID-19 relief efforts of Caraga Minerals Industry. As an affirmation of its all-out support to the national government's fight against the COVID-19 pandemic, the Caraga Minerals Industry provided assistance in the amount of 129.52 million pesos to affected impact and non-impact mining communities in 2020 pursuant to Republic Act No. 11469, otherwise known as the Bayanihan to Heal as One Act. Environmental Protection and Enhancement Program contributions of Caraga Minerals Industry. Expended annual environmental protection and enhancement program budget for CY 2020, 2.67 billion pesos. Approved annual environmental protection and enhancement program budget for CY 2021, 2.85 billion pesos. Mining Forest Program. Total number of seedlings planted as of December 2020, 16.55 million. Total reforested areas for 2020, 9,741 hectares. Towards the end of the presentation, MGB Caraga OIC Regional Director Larry M. Herades imparted the following message. Caraga is blessed with vast mineral reserves and tracts of potential mineral lands. So thus, mining has become an essential ingredient for the economic growth of the region as it ushers in more investments, generates more revenues, creates more employment opportunities, alleviates poverty, and enhances the quality of life. The singular role of the minerals industry in the advancement of education, preservation of the environment, promotion of socio-economic progress, preservation of multicultural communities, and enrichment of human life will continue to give forth transformative impacts if the tenets of sustainable mining and the common good are taken to heart. With the issuance of Executive Order Number 130 signed by President Rodrigo Duterte on April 14, which lifted the 9-year moratorium on new mineral agreements stipulated in EO 79, issued by former President Benigno Aquino III, we can only hope that mining will serve as an economic recovery option in this time of pandemic. EO 130 is viewed as an instrument that will pave the way for the review of current mining deals for possible renegotiation. The implementing rules and regulations for EO 130 was already signed and will be effective after the prescribed period of publication. MGB Director Wilfredo Moncano has submitted to the Office of the President the list of new mining projects deemed to generate government revenues with an estimated 50 million in forms of taxes and 5 billion in royalties. These projects will increase additional billion pesos worth of exports and thousands of employment. Here in Caraga, there are about 5 reported mining projects under the priority list. The DNR, through Undersecretary Jonas R. Leones, has also stated that there are 100 mining projects in the pipeline that could potentially generate 21 billion pesos in revenue, which can then be allocated to the COVID-19 containment effort and to recover financial assistance to the poor and, most importantly, help our economy recover. Let us continue to harness the region's immense potentials for commerce and progress in consonance with responsible mining and sustainable development. Si Mr. Willie Gan, na siyang President ng Surigao Chamber of Commerce and Industry Incorporated, ang nagsilbing moderator sa plenary session na kung saan nagsilbing resource speaker si MGB Caraga OIC Regional Director Larry M. Herades. Ngayong araw po ang pangwakas na araw ng 24th Caraga Business Conference. Patuloy po ang virtual business matching at Agri-Trade Fair and Exhibit hanggang hapon. Mayroon din pong mga presentations ngayong araw. Ang presentation of resolutions ay pangungunahan ni Surigao Chamber of Commerce and Industry Incorporated President Willie Gan. Itatampok din po ang presentation na pinamagatang Caraga Region in the Philippine Medium-Term Plan for Mindanao ni Mindanao Development Authority Chairman Secretary Emmanuel Piñol. At dyan po nagtatapos ang pagbabahagi namin ng impormasyon ngayong araw na ito. Kung mayroon po kayong mga issues at concerns, maaari po kayong magpadala ng email sa region13@mgb.gov.ph. Uulitin ko po, region13@mgb.gov.ph. Nawa ay maging kaisa namin kayo upang maging ganap ang mga adhikain ng industriya ng pagmimina sa Caraga Region para sa kapakanan ng nakararami. Sa ngalan ng Mines and Geosciences Bureau Regional Office No. 13, maraming salamat po sa inyong patuloy na suporta sa Katilingban o Kinaiyahan. Nawa ay patuloy tayong mapuspos ng kabutihan at pagpapala ng Panginoong Diyos.
Kini ang simbianan sa RPN